traveling, man, it opened up your eyes to a lot of things. Because I think, like living in America, we listen to what we listen to, but when you go to other countries, they listen to our music, then they got their own music, and they listening to a lot of different things. I learned that from traveling, getting exposed to just different genres of music and different artists, and a lot of
Yeah.
times they never. Hmm.
Where have you traveled to? Like you said in the very beginning that you travel a lot. So where are you
Yeah,
off?
I've been in like 70 countries, man. I've been all around the world.
Wow.
Africa, Asia, South America. I studied abroad 2 times. I lived in Africa.
Which countries in Africa do you live in?
I stayed in South Africa for a year, but I've been to about 15 African countries. I've been to Madagascar, Seychelles, Comoros, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Ghana, Senegal, Ethiopia, Egypt, and maybe a couple other ones.
Yeah, no, I've been all over Africa as well. When I was studying, when I was 19, studying in Scotland, that's when I ended up getting my own money, like playing drums, and I've played West African drums, so I just really wanted to go to Africa. So I bought a ticket to Ghana. That was the first place I ever landed, and then through after getting these placements with Wale and Mos Def, I have another project called Beat Making Lab, and that's where we end up traveling everywhere, teaching people how to make beats. And yeah, traveling the continent of Africa is really special. Like that's definitely making me grow as a really, making me grow in really good ways as a person. So
Yeah, that's definitely eye-opening, life-changing experience. And I wanted to ask you more about that, the beat making lab. Like, how did you even come up, or how did you even get involved with that project? In particular, being in the Congo and helping them build a studio and stuff like that.
yeah, so I just did like a guest lecture because I went to University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill maybe 10 or 12, 15 years after graduating. I went and did a guest lecture there about, about my career as a producer. And I had the idea of like, all the classes at the university are for classical or jazz. There's no classes for like making beats. Why can't that be like a normal class that you take when you're in college? Because that's what kids really want to be doing these days. They don't want to be taking the classical and jazz courses. They want to learn how to make beats or DJ or something like that. So I just pitched it to the people in charge, and within like a couple months, they're like, "Yes, this is amazing. We got to do this." And so yeah, it became a class at UNC. And then where it really that's how it started. This is a normal class. It was really popular. It was really fun to teach it. And then an MC named Pierce Freelon, he ended up teaching the class with me the second year, and we ended up having a lot of synergy around entrepreneurship. Like, how can we take this out of the university and make it something bigger, so it's not just for privileged university kids? Like, we started brainstorming about it. And during this time, we got invited to go to the Congo to have our class. There was another teacher at UNC from the Congo. So he's like, listen, I have this film festival. I think this class would be really cool to do as a workshop at my film festival. We were like, yeah, absolutely. So we did a little crowdfunding thing to get our tickets paid for. We knew we had to bring a filmmaker. Like, if we didn't film it, it didn't happen. So we brought an amazing filmmaker named Salim Reshamwala. 3 of us went to Congo for a couple weeks and did a documentary about it. Put it up on got a really cool website called Good to post it. And within a couple hours of them posting on their website, PBS called us and was like, "This is exactly what we're looking for. Here's a blank check. Go do it in a bunch of other countries." So we ended up. We were so excited, man. It was a real big break in all of our lives, and we decided the one thing that's going to be the common denominator, like, how do we choose where to go now? So we decided the reason it worked so well is that we worked with a really strong community center in Congo. Like, we just didn't go there and say, oh, we're going to build a studio in someone's backyard. We basically partnered with an amazing community center that already had kids and the whole operations happening. So we decided we'll just research amazing community centers where it'll be a big impact for them for us to donate a couple computers and microphones. They already have the whole system happening. This will just add to it. So that's how we ended up choosing where we're going to go. It's like we just, found community centers, and then Beat Making Lab happened. So.
Wow, that's amazing, man. Because I got a chance to check out like a short snippet of it, but I'm gonna go back and check out the rest because they showed the map and y'all was going to other places.
Yeah.
Did y'all go to Panama or somewhere else or something like that?
Panama, Fiji,
Wow, wow.
Senegal, Ethiopia, Kenya, Congo. Yeah, so we've been, and then the last country we went to was with Haiti. It was actually with Apple. Apple did this, just knew about us. Like the creative director at Apple had been a fan of ours for a while. Just got an email one day. We want to sponsor you guys. You know, where do you want to go next? So at that point, I was traveling to Haiti and the Dominican Republic, and I was like, yeah, Haiti is definitely a place where I'd like to go do this. You know, it's. Have you been to Haiti yet?
No, I've never been to Haiti, but I studied abroad in Santo Domingo. I did a semester there at University of Iberoamericana.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah. I met a lot of cool people because it was a lot. Because, like you said, they had the earthquake, they had the hurricane, I think it was, or something. So a lot of Haitians was like, living in the area where I was at. So I got
Yeah.
a chance to, interact with them because a lot of them they could speak Spanish. Because people don't realize that it's two countries on one island until you get there, and then you see how diverse and different it could be.
Yeah, and oh man, as an American, you have no idea that Dominican Republic and the Haiti share the same island. They don't teach you
Yeah,
that.
right.
They're like the borders right there. Yeah, that's a really special area of the world. Like I love the Dominican Republic. Lived in Cabarete for a little while, and
Wow.
yeah. But Santo Domingo is such a cool city, man. The main center of the city, that big street, the thoroughfare. I can't remember the name of that. What's the
The
name of the street?
zona colonial.
The Zona Colonial.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, I mean, it was life changing for me because I was out there, I was studying like culture and speaking the Spanish language, but I met somebody and they was like volunteering at an orphanage. So I ended up volunteering at the orphanage during the week, when I got out of class and stuff. So it went from one thing to a whole nother thing. I met a lot of amazing people, and man, that changed my life, man. And the people was friendly, very beautiful people, very
Oh man,
cool people.
yeah, Dominicans are so warm and friendly, and yeah, I mean, not so much towards the Haitians. Like there's a real big prejudice there with Haitians and Dominicans. You know, for not everyone, but you can feel the tension sometimes, like between the two.
Yeah.